See what sets us apart. Country Financial Representative Kyle Hosick, 603 West Main in Carmi.
All right, start of the second quarter as the Bulldogs trail Evansville Day 16-11. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Hayden Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Travis, the big question here is, where are we eating after the game?
That's a decision will be made as soon as this game's over.
All right, Eagles have the ball as they lead by 5, 16-11. They've been shooting the ball very well in this first half. Shot from Wilsey won't go, and right on cue, Driscoll grabs the rebound, and the Bulldogs bring it to the front court. Driscoll looks, comes near side to Mitchell Edwards. Edwards, bounce pass comes near side. Driscoll, ball above his head. Driscoll back over on the right side. Edwards thought about a three. Comes near side to Driscoll. He wants to go baseline. Dumps it off to Dixon down low. His shot blocked, but it's back in the hands of Driscoll. Second chance here for Carmine. Holloman over on the far side. Jab step, Gibson side, and that one knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. You could tell Carmine just confused defensively, and Evansville Day making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're bothering everything Carmine likes to do, which is try to get the ball inside, then work it back out for those wide open shots, and they're rotating very nicely.
Holloman here near corner. Now it's Driscoll trying to cut inside. Back to Holloman with the jab step. Gavin lost it. Now it's in the hands of Driscoll, who lays it up and in. Landon Driscoll been busy here in the first half. He's got 8. And Carmine trails Evansville Day 16-13. We've played a minute here in the second quarter. Holloman then takes it away, and Gavin with an easy layup at the other end. Gavin with 7, Driscoll with 8. That's all the scoring for Carmine. They trail by 1, 16-15. Stith into the front court. Guarded there by Edwards. Crossover, gets inside, now dumps it off in the corner. They swing it around. Phillips now on the right top. Phillips back in the near corner. This is Stith. He'll pull up for 3. It's no good. Man, he made his first couple, but he's missed 3 or 4 of his last shots. Edwards here on the near side. Now in the near dead spot to Driscoll. He's trying to post up. Dumps it off to Edwards. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it stays with Carmine. Sub in the game for Evansville Day, Jacoby Wilkerson. Remember that name from last year's CIT. He checks in as the inbounds pass goes to Gavin Holloman, who hits a first bank three-pointer from the near corner. And Carmine reclaims the lead. 18-16 Bulldogs, 6:10 to play here in the second quarter. Wilkerson left side to Wilsey trying to get to the basket. His shot, no good. Rebound tipped out, and Kuntz is able to track it down, so a second chance here for Evansville Day. Wilkerson dribbling to his right. Crossover, gets past Dixon, now off in the corner. Bounce pass, cutting. Kuntz, layup, no good. And it's out to Stockton. Carmine on the run here. Here's Edwards left top. Edwards, top of the circle. Holloman back out to Edwards. Jab step for Mitchell. Leaves it for Driscoll. And Driscoll calls out the offense. Back near side to Edwards. Near corner goes to Trey Dixon. Cross-court pass to Holloman, open in the corner. He'll fire a 3. It won't go. And the rebound fought for by Kuntz throws into the hands of Stockton. Stockton tries to go back up, and he's able to, and he draws the foul. It's a good job by Cade Stockton down low. And so he'll have a couple of free throws. Couldn't tell they called that foul against.
And it doesn't have it up on the board, so.
First free throw for Stockton is up and good. Don't get fouled with a bad buying experience. Count on Expressway Ford Mercury, and you'll always be in the bonus. These free throws brought to you by Expressway Ford. Second free throw coming up for Cade Stockton. Missed that one. Rebound into the hands of Edwards. Carmine keeps it. Mitchell goes up. He puts it in. Good job by Mitchell Edwards with the offensive rebound, and Carmine's lead. Well, now a 10-0 run for Carmine, up 21-16.
A great second effort there by Mitchell.
Here on the left top with it. They go in the post. This is Wilsey, guarded by Driscoll. Now up top to Stitt. Edwards meeting him there. Off into the hands of Wilkerson. Holds up a fist and calls the offense. Wilkerson dribbles to his right. Stops, leaves it. Taken away by Edwards. Carmine to the front court with Edwards. Poked away from behind. Goes out of bounds. Travis, when we've seen Evansville Day kind of slow things down in the offense, they've struggled.
Yeah, this is a fast-paced team, loves to push it, and seems like they're a little confused when they don't, push the pace and try to get run-outs and push it in transition.
Driscoll to inbound. Looks, lobs it up top to Holloman. Now near side, back to Driscoll. He wants to drive baseline, stops, dumps it off. Back up top to Holloman. Now it's back to Driscoll. 4.5 to play here in the second quarter. 21-16 Carmine. Edwards looking over the defense. Now dribbles to his left, off to Holloman. He comes near corner, it's Driscoll. Landon looks, back to Holloman. Over on the right side to Dixon. Edwards near top, fakes it, now comes near corner. Driscoll puts it on the floor, cross-court pass. Holloman catch and shoot. Three, another one. First bank three-pointer for Gavin Holloman. He's got 13, and the Carmine lead is 8, 24-16. Wilkerson puts on the floor, now pulls it out. They go left side to Kuntz. Kuntz dribbling to his left, picks it up, hands it off to Wilsey, who will fire a left corner three. He's able to answer.
It's their first made basket of this quarter.
That kid's a good player. Kane Wilsey, the 6'2 senior. He has got 9 points. Holloman inside, nice jump off goes to Cade Stockton, who puts it up and in. Carmine shooting very well here in the second quarter as they lead at 26-19 with 3.5 to play in the second quarter. In the near corner, this is Stith with it. He picks up his dribble. We've got a foul against Carmine.
It's going to be Landon's first.
That might be the first foul they've called against Carmine in this game.
I mean, there's only been 2 fouls called, that one being one of them.
I like these Indiana referees. Wish we had these guys last week in El Dorado. Maybe some
people say we might have.
In the near corner with it, they go to Phillips over on the right top. Phillips dribbling to his left, over to Wilsey. Ball out of the reach, hits a young fan walking to the concession stand. Another Evansville Day turnover, and Gary Wilsey wants a timeout. With 3:18 to play in the second quarter, Carmine leads at 26-19. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds. All right, back here in Evansville as the Bulldogs with a nice second quarter. They've put together a run as they lead Evansville Day 26-19. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Bulldogs have the basketball after an Eagle timeout. They go here in the near corner. Driscoll, top of the key, comes near side to Edwards. Mitchell dribbling to the baseline. Down low against Perry. Bodies him down low. Nice physical play there by Mitchell Edwards, and he puts it up and in. He's got 4.
Did a good job of using his body to create some space there, bumping him off, and told the freshman he's too small.
Wilkerson gets inside. Now it's Wilsey with a pull-up jumper. It's good. Kane Wilsey has 11, keeping the Eagles in it. 28-21 Carmine. In the near corner, Trey Dixon has it. Now it's over to Edwards on the far side. Mitchell, Holloman, near corner, Driscoll. Landon looks, now puts it on the floor and pulls it back. We've got 2.5 to play here in the second quarter. 28-21 Carmine as Holloman drives inside, and he draws a foul. So 2 more free throws coming up for Gavin Holloman. So Gavin will shoot 2 Expressway Ford free throws. That timeout, by the way, brought to you by Rush Appliance. If it's time to rethink your furniture and appliances, it's time to think Rush Appliance in Carmine and Fairfield. First free throw for Holloman is no good. And a couple of subs set to come in for Evansville Day. That will be Stith as well as Zayden. 2:20 left to play here in the first half. 28-21. Holloman, second free throw. That one good. 29-21 Carmine. 2:25 to go in the second. Bulldogs back in their 1-3-1 zone. Bounce pass to Perry on the right elbow. Perry. Bounce pass from the near side to Wilkerson. Back to Perry. Ball poked away initially, but they're going to get Gavin Holloman. Or no, that's Trey Dixon. I saw the 2. My vision's not that great, Travis. You haven't learned by now.
That's what I'm here for. 2020.
Help me out. That's the first foul on Dixon, second foul on Carmine here in the second quarter. And with it is Phillips over on the right side. Now near side to Wilkerson. Wilkerson dribbling between the circles. Now that ball kicked by Edwards as he's there in the middle of that 1-3-1. Kane Wilsey back in after a quick break. 29-21, Carmi in front. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Left side, this is Stilt, almost traveled. Now leaves it off for Wilsey left top. Wilsey dribbling, comes near side. Now in the far dead spot. This is Phillips, open jumper, won't go. Wilsey, though, offensive rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Couldn't get a handle of it.
Might have got away with a little shove in the back there, too, in favor of Carmi.
Bulldogs walk it into the front court. They lead by 8, 29-21. 1:40 left to play here in the first half. Edwards top of the key three won't go. Dixon goes for the loose ball, and it goes off his hands, out of bounds. (29-21) Carmi, 90 seconds left to play here in the first half. Phillips into the front court, guarded by Holloman. Over to the right side. Now it's Stith, right top, guarded by Edwards. He dribbles, bounce pass, knocked away initially and stolen by Holloman by himself to the basket. Gavin lays it up, got it, and he was fouled. And a chance for a three-point play. And they're going to count off the basket.
Yeah, Mitchell grabbed onto the rim after the play continued.
Kevin Wolf trying to plead his case. They don't count the basket. Mitchell Edwards was coming from behind, thought he was going to have a putback dunk. The ball went through. Mitchell then pulled the rim.
Gavin's still going to get his free throws, or should.
Kevin Wolf didn't like the call. They initially just counted the basket. Then they came in late and said, no basket, offensive interference.
Well, he did grab onto the rim, so I don't have to agree with him on that.
Granted, I don't think any fans would have been too upset one way or the other. First free throw for Holloman won't go. So it's going to cost Carmi at least 1 point. 29-21 Bulldogs, 1:10 to play here in the second quarter as they get Wilkerson back in the ballgame as well as Kuntz. Perry will come out. Second Expressway Ford free throw for Gavin Holloman on the way, and Gavin got that one. 15 points here in the first half for Holloman. Carmi's lead is 9, 30-21 with 1:15 to play here in the second quarter. Wilkerson, left side to Kuntz. Now top of the key, Stith with it. Stith dribbling to his left. They come near top to Wilkerson. He calls out the play and goes on the near side. That pass poked away and taken away by Driscoll, and he'll lay it up and in at the other end. Carmi defense leading to offense. Bulldogs now lead by 11, 32-21. 48 seconds left to play in the second. They get inside to Kuntz. His layup won't go. Rebound. Stockton nearly threw it away. Holloman, though, able to save it over the Driscoll. And with 40 seconds left, we'll see how long Carmi wants to hold the basketball. 32-21 Bulldogs. 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. And they will just let Carmi hold on to it as Holloman and Driscoll go back and forth. Now Holloman has it with a 5 count on. Now left side to Edwards. 18 seconds. Edwards. Holloman Driscoll now between the circles with 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Driscoll over to Holloman. 6 seconds. Now it's 6 seconds. Holloman near side. Driscoll catch and shoot three on the way. Got it. First bank three-pointer Landon Driscoll as time runs out here in the first half. And a stellar second quarter for Carmi White County as they lead Evansville Day 35-21 after the first 16 minutes of play. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. Come back with the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
I was really tired of being just a number at the other place. Now I get the personal attention I deserve. And I thought switching would be a hassle, but they made it easy.
All right, back here in Evansville, halftime score, Carmi White County leading Evansville Day 35-21. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. The halftime show is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group. Remembering lives well lived and honoring tradition of Bulldog sports. Visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for more. Well, Travis, there in the first quarter, kind of thought Evansville Day was going to make this a track meet. They hit their shots, and they were kind of going very up-tempo offensively. Carmi had a hard time settling in offensively, but, man, there in the second quarter, Bulldogs turned it on, now a 14-point lead at the break.
Yeah, they kind of figured out what Evansville Day School is all about. They wanted to push the ball, to get in transition, hit a bunch of threes there in that first quarter. Carmi started slowing the pace up on them, changing things up, went to that 1-3-1 on defense, started getting some turnovers, and Carmi started getting out and running when they wanted to and started kind of dominating on the interior of the paint, and that's really where it changed from. Carmi was kind of getting pushed out further in the perimeter, but once they got the ball in the paint, it was, as simple as making a layup.
Individual scoring line there in the first half for Evansville Day. They were led by Kane Wilsey, who had 11 points, 8 points from Tavon Stith, and then 2 from Jesse Kuntz. For Carmi, 15 points from Gavin Holloman, 13 from Landon Driscoll, 4 from Mitchell Edwards, and 3 from Cade Stockton. Reminder of our schedule for the next 7 days or so. Tomorrow night, we will be on the road in Albion as the Lady Bulldogs take on Edwards County. Should be a good one. Battle for the top of the BDC East. We'll have that one both on 97.3 WRUL and the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. And as we said before the broadcast, we are planning on being in El Dorado Friday night. If that game, something happens to that game, we'll, of course, share that information. But as of now, the Bulldogs are set to travel to El Dorado Friday night. Looking ahead at next week, the Lady Bulldogs will be at home on Monday as they take on Weber Township. That will be a varsity-only tip-off at 6 p.m., so varsity only for that one. I believe all of our games from this point forward are both radio and YouTube. This should be our last, I know it's our last boys game that is radio only. So next Monday, girls are at home against Weber. Next Tuesday, boys travel to Edwards County. Next Thursday, girls are at home against El Dorado. Next Friday, boys are at home against Fairfield. And then next Saturday, the 13th, the girls begin play at the El Dorado tournament against Vienna. So as me and Travis mentioned earlier, then, of course, the week after that, CIT. So things are really starting to amp up here in the next couple of weeks in January as winter sports start to get busy. Wrestling team, they had a great week last week. Went 4-0 in the Carterville tournament. So they continue their great season. And we are actually going to have their senior night match streamed live on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. I believe that is on January 24th against Harrisburg. That will be their senior night match, and we'll have that one on our YouTube channel. All right, again, halftime score, Bulldogs lead at 35-21. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. Come back with the second half here on 97.3 WRUL. All right, halftime here in Evansville. Carmi-White County leading Evansville Day 35-21 here at the break. And Travis, I got a score update from Carmi as the Lady Bulldogs are leading Harrisburg 19-6 in the second quarter.
Nice.
So Harrisburg is one of Carmi's 3 losses, one of 2 teams that have beat them this season. And so that would feel good for Clinton Wolf to get that win. So hopefully they can pull that one off. And we'll set up for a big game tomorrow night in Albion. So best of luck to Clinton Wolf and the girls, both for the rest of the night tonight and tomorrow. All right, Travis, if you're Carmi, what do you do here in the second half? A great second quarter, able to extend this lead to 14. What do you do here in the third quarter, kind of run away and make and put it away?
The first couple of minutes here of this third quarter are going to be very crucial. And if Carmi can extend this lead and put day school away early, or you're going to be a dogfight to the fourth. So you got to come out. Defensive pressure's got to be up, and you got to be, running it down their throat, getting the ball in the post, and scoring on the interior.
The Bulldogs lead 35-21. They trailed 16-11 at the end of the first quarter, but very nice second quarter from the Bulldogs, as they've had a little less than a week as far as times off. They played 2 games last Thursday there in El Dorado. The 1-point loss to Heron, the 3-point win over Harrisburg, and I'm sure Coach Kevin Wolf gave his guys a couple of days off there in between them and now. All right, so Carmi will have the basketball to start the second half. They're going left to right. And Driscoll will inbound it to Holloman, gets it right back to Landon. Bulldogs will set up the offense. Edwards here left top. Now it's Driscoll between the circles. He'll dribble this one out as Carmi kind of sees what Evansville Day is doing defensively. Back in that weird zone defense. Dixon over on the far side. He's double teamed, gets it out to Edwards. Edwards dribbling to his left, back over to Dixon. Trey looks. That ball kicked as it goes into the stands over on the far side. We've played 30 seconds here in the third quarter. 35-21 Carmi. Driscoll gets it into Holloman. He'll walk this one across the timeline. Gavin goes left side to Driscoll. Driscoll looks, far corner, it's Dixon. Back near side, Driscoll. Down low on the post. Holloman turns, missed the layup. But Driscoll went for the putback dunk, missed it, and the ball goes out of bounds.
It was almost a highlight there.
Easy.
Gavin Holloman ended up wide open and blowing the layup, and here comes Landon Driscoll full speed. And
we've seen Landon get up a couple of times, but first time we've seen him get some rim there. Almost had it. 35-21 Carmi. Evansville Day with the basketball. Kuntz down low to Perry. Perry lost it, picked up by Driscoll. Bulldogs come the other way. Driscoll. Near side, Holloman looks. Now bounce pass near corner. It's Cade Stockton. Back to Holloman. Near side, Dixon. Far corner. With it is Driscoll. He's double teamed. Ball gets poked away out of bounds. Kevin Wolf wants a quick timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one with you. Back in 30 seconds. All right, 6:41 to play here in the third quarter. Carmi leading it 35-21. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Mason Haywood checked into the game during that timeout as the ball gets turned over. As Evansville Day continuing with that kind of zone trap defense, trapping the ball handlers out away from the basket. They got Carmi that time. Phillips driving to his right, picks it up now and then far corner with it is Kuntz. Guarded there by Haywood. Dribbles once, picks it up, bounce pass down low to Wilsey. He'll fade away. Can't get it to go. Rebound Edwards. 35-21 Carmi. Pass in the near quarter. It goes to Holloman, then he turns it over. One-on-one the other way. Wilsey, nice hustle by Driscoll. Come from behind to poke that one away. And the ball goes out of bounds. 14-point Bulldog lead, 35-21, 6:12 to play here in the third quarter. Wilsey to inbound. He looks, lobs it up top, gets it into Phillips over on the far side. He hands it off. This is Stith with it. Tough shot in the lane. They counted in one.
it's a tough shot right there.
He took it right at Mitchell Edwards, and he picks up the personal. So a free throw coming up here for Devon Stith, who's got 10 points on the night. Makes it 35-23. Carmi with the 12-point advantage. The free throw's no good from Stith. Carmi's got to make sure they take care of the basketball here in the fourth quarter. Driscoll, near corner. Catch and shoot three for Holloman. Short, long rebound is out of bounds, and it was... Ooh, they say last touch by Carmi. I thought Wilsey was the one that touched it last as went out of bounds.
I think they said that Mason Haywood knocked it out of his hands. I couldn't tell, but at least from my angle down here.
We got the best angle in the gym.
Like Roger says, they're 94 feet away.
Driving inside is Stilth. Now in the far corner, Kuntz has it. Kuntz dumps it off to Perry. Down low, guarded by Dixon. Now up top, now to Kuntz, left side. He hands it off to Phillips, guarded there by Gavin Holloman. 5.5 to play here in the third quarter. Carmi up 35-23. Wilsey, mid-range jumper. Got it. 13 for Kane Wilsey. Back to a 10-point game as Evansville Day now applies full-court pressure. Holloman near side to Edwards. Cross-court pass over to Haywood. He'll dribble it out, hand it off to Holloman as Carmi resets the offense. Driscoll near side, back to Holloman. Bounce pass, free throw line. Edwards pulls up, can't hit. Rebound, Stith. Day School into the front court with Stith, guarded by Driscoll. Under 5 to play in the third. Stith gets inside, and he draws a foul against Driscoll. A couple of free throws coming up for Stith. Stith with 10 points on the night for the Eagles, and he will shoot a pair. First one. Got it.
First make and Day School tonight.
First make at the free throw line?
Yeah.
How many have they shot?
This is going to be their third. They didn't shoot any in the first half.
Second one for Stith on the way. That one good. Not much arc in his shot.
Oh, it is a line drive.
Bulldogs have it. Their lead cut down to 8, 35-27. Driscoll to the front court, fakes the pass, and puts up the shot. Off the glass and in for Driscoll. He's got 15. Good job by Carmi that time, breaking the full court pressure. 37-27. Over on the far side, Stith with it. Now it's near side. Wilsey, ball poked in the air. Driscoll goes to get it by himself. Driscoll goes to the rim and lays it in.
He was wanting a little more there.
Almost got the dunk. Not going to give him credit for it. He might tell you he dunked it. Carmi's lead back up to 12, 39-27. That one almost poked away. Stith has it. Lobs it inside of the big man. Perry, his shot blocked by Holloman, out of bounds. Holloman goes to meet the 6'6" Perry at the rim. And a block shot for the junior. 39-27. 4 minutes to play here in the third. Wilsey off balance, 3 off the inbounds won't go. His dad's saying, "What are you doing, son?" As Carmi comes into the front court. Driscoll off to Holloman. His floater won't go. Rebound tipped and controlled by the Eagles. Wilsey into the front court, and a foul in transition called against Driscoll as he was trying to stop the fast break. That's laying in second.
It should be his third. He had one in the first.
It might be.
It's his third. We can't really tell. They don't have the...
They're not putting the player fouls on the scoreboard.
It's either his third, maybe his fourth. I know for a fact it's his third. Where's the basketball at?
39-27. Carmi with the lead. Evansville Day with the ball. As Stith has it between the circles, guarded by Driscoll. Or guarded by Edwards, I should say. Stith gets past him. Layup blocked by Edwards. They say out of bounds. Hit the side of the backboard. So it will stay with the Eagles out of bounds. He got high that time.
He met that ball at the white box.
Phillips to inbound. Lobs it inside. This is Coons with it. Shot fake. Puts on the floor. Picks it up. Almost traveled. Now Wilsey fires a 3 and he hits. Kane Wilsey with 16. And the Eagles are back within 9. 39-30. Carmi in front. Bulldogs break the full court pressure with Driscoll. Now left side to Holloman. So it looks like a 3-2 zone right now for Evansville Day.
Just look, and they match up with whoever's in their zone, especially one of the Carmi shooters.
Edwards, near side Driscoll. Far corner goes to Holloman. He thought about the 3. Inside they go to Edwards. One dribble for Mitchell. He goes up and lays it in. That's kind of what we've seen more and more from Mitchell Edwards here the last couple of weeks, is getting the ball inside and being strong and laying it up and in.
That's hopefully more of the things we'll get to see from him going forward.
Wilsey pulls up for 3, a heat check. He can't get it. Edwards the rebound, throws it up ahead to Holloman, and then Wilsey able to read that one and knock it away out of bounds. Malik Zayden back in for Evansville Day as they'll go with a smaller group here with Perry on the bench. 41-30, Carmi in front. 2:38 to play here in the third quarter. Edwards near side to Holloman. Now near corner it's Dixon. Trey looks, fakes the pass. Now comes cross court to Driscoll. Driscoll puts on the floor. Picks it up back in the corner. Trey. He dribbles, dumps it off to Holloman. Back to Dixon. Dixon double team. Dribbling, picks it up. Steps through off to Edwards, who fakes the pass, and Carmi will reset. 2:10 to go here in the third. 41-30 Carmi. Edwards left side, Holloman. Inside they go to Driscoll. Driscoll, nice move to the basket. Landon Driscoll having himself a night. He's got 19 points. And Carmine's lead back to 13, 43-30. Far side, Wilsey with it. Wilsey dribbling to his left. Dumps it off near corner. This is Stith with it. Stith driving, then pulls it out. Edwards right there on him. Near corner. Catch and shoot three for Phillips is good. First basket for Nate Phillips. It's a 10-point game, 43-33. Carmine breaks the pressure with Driscoll in the middle. Driscoll passes in the near corner. This is Dixon. Now it's Edwards. They swing it around Holloman. Far block. This is Stockton who goes inside. His shot no good. Cade fought for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Eagles. It will stay with Carmine. 1:16 on the clock, and Gary Wilsey wants a timeout. It's brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
It takes a special kind of person to inform and entertain. That's what we do at TOC Direct Media, right here. Inform and entertain. If you think you have what it takes to inform and entertain, consider us for your next move. Log on to originalcompany.com and give us the reasons we should consider you for one of our openings. Might just be a side hustle for you. Log on to originalcompany.com. Equal opportunity employer. Side hustle, full-time, part-time.
.116 to go here in the third quarter. Carmine White County leading Evansville Day 43-33. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Holloman to inbound. Looks, gets into Driscoll. Far corner, catch and shoot triple. Won't go. Rebound Phillips. Big possession here by the Eagles. They trail by 10. Stith pulls up for three. Won't go. Rebound is gathered in as Dixon kind of tapped it over to Stockton, and Carmine brings it into the front court. Final minute here in the third quarter. Holloman. Underhanded pass to Driscoll now in the far corner. Near side. Edwards for three. It is short. And the rebound is grabbed by Phillips, and he gets smacked on the arm by Cade Stockton. There's the fourth Carmine foul here in the third quarter. And the ball will go back over to the Eagles with 46 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 43-33 Carmine. Phillips into the front court. Far side Wilsey. Bounce pass down low, and Stockton almost had the steal as it went off his leg and went out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a gimme pass right there, and just couldn't handle it.
Cade kind of stepped over. He was a little bit off balance, brought it into his body, and it doinked off his leg and went out of bounds. Inbounds pass goes to Stith in the far corner. Bounce pass Wilsey. Back to Stith. Thought about a three. Puts on the floor. Gets inside. Got stripped. They're going to call Trey Dixon for a foul. And they're calling it on the floor, but that's 5 against Carmine in the quarter. So
it might matter who this is. Okay, it's going to be on Trey.
So Stith will go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws with 29 seconds left here in the third quarter. Carmine leads it 43-33. Stith with 12 points on the night. His first free throw is good. Has he shot all the free throws for Evansville Day?
Yep. He's got a lot of practice.
Wilkerson back in the game for Evansville Day, as well as Perry. Second free throw for Stith. Got them both. 43-35, final 30 seconds here in the third quarter. As Carmine again tries to break this full court press from Day School, and they do. They get it into Driscoll, who goes left top to Holloman. Thought about a three. Now fires a three. It won't go. Dixon able to get the offensive rebound, though. It's out to Driscoll with 10 seconds. Driscoll with 9, with 7. Left side, Holloman with 5. Back near side to Edwards with 3. Edwards off to Holloman. Fires at the buzzer. Got it at the buzzer! Gavin Holloman, a first bank three-pointer. Gavin's got 18. And Carmine leads it by 11 after 3. 46-35. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break. Fourth quarter coming up on 97.3 WRUL. Start of the fourth quarter. Carmi-White County leading Evansville Day 46-35. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Do have a halftime score from Carmi. It's the Lady Bulldogs leading Harrisburg 26-19 at the halftime break. So we'll see if Carmi can hang on to win that one. All right, Day School will have the basketball as we start the fourth quarter of play. Kuntz will get it into Wilsey on the far side. Now it's Stith on the far top, guarded there by Edwards. Stith fakes left, now drives right, stops, picks up his dribble. Edwards meeting him right there. Now they off to Wilsey. Kuntz, far corner, Stith for three, in and out. And the rebound goes through the hands of Kuntz and then goes out of bounds. Nate Phillips back in the game for the Eagles as they continue with their full court press. Carmi has had some problems with it tonight. They still lead by 11, 46-35. Driscoll to the basket, layup too hard, rebound Stith. Carmi fans pleading for a foul, but there's a foul, not the one they were hoping for. Cade Stockton gets called for the reach in transition. We've played 30 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Carmi leads at 46-35. Phillips across the timeline, guarded by Holloman. Over on the far side, Wilsey has it. Wilsey dribbling to his left. Leaves it off near side to Phillips. Phillips picks up his dribble. Now over on the right side, this is Kuntz with it. Kuntz puts on the floor. Bounce pass near side. Phillips open for three. It's short. Rebound Stockton. Bulldogs into the front court. We've played a minute here in the fourth. Driscoll, far corner, now comes near side, but he's called for a travel. He got the defender up in the air and then tried to step through and throw a cross-court pass and dragged that pivot foot. 6:50 left to play here in the ball game. Carmi leads at 46-35. Wilsey drives inside, off on the far side. Stith for three, got it.
It's going to stay cold forever.
Eagles back within 8 again, 46-38. Edwards and Holloman trying to break the pressure. In the middle, they go to Driscoll, and Driscoll will give it left side to Holloman. Gavin dribbling to his right. Guarded there by Stith, lost it as he drove inside, and a foul is going to be called on the drive. First one against Evansville Day, I believe, in this half. I don't think they called a foul against the Eagles there in that third quarter.
No, they didn't shoot. I know Carmi didn't shoot any free throws, so it might.
Driscoll to inbound. Nearly a 5-second call. Gets it into Edwards. Edwards into the basket. Mitchell Edwards able to force his way down low and hit the shot against the freshman Perry, and he was fouled. That's twice now we've seen Mitchell Edwards kind of use his frame to create space and hit the shot down low.
Just put his head down and move some bodies out the way.
8 points for Edwards. And his free throw makes it 9. 49-38. Carmi back up by 11. 6:20 left to play here in the ball game. Phillips between the circles, comes near side. This is Wilsey. He'll fire a three. Got it again. Wilsey with 19. We approach the 6-minute mark. Driscoll in the middle. Loose ball falls down. Him and Wilsey dive for on the floor. They're going to call it jump ball. And the arrow
should favors
Carmi. This is Bulldog basketball on 97.3 WRUL, Carmi, Illinois, and also online worldwide at WRUL.com. 6 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Carmi leading it 49-41. Bulldogs do have the basketball. They get it into Edwards near midcourt. He comes left side to Holloman. Far corner, Trey Dixon with it. Now back to Holloman. Right side, Edwards. He fakes the pass. He goes in the near corner, Stockton. Back to Edwards. Left side, Holloman. Day School still in that odd-looking 3-2 zone. Near side to Edwards. Now near corner, Stockton. Back to Edwards. He comes left side to Holloman. Inside, they go to Driscoll. He fakes it. Back out to Edwards. Thought about the three. Pass left side to Holloman. Tipped. Gavin catch and shoot three won't go. Rebound controlled by Edwards. Again, bodies his way to the basket and draws a foul and hits the shot.
Again, using that big 6'6", 6'7" frame and just moving bodies out the way.
You know, Carmine's got the size advantage, not only with height, but with strength as well. Gary Wilsey trying to plead for an offensive foul. It's the second straight trip Carmine and Edwards have been able to do that. And he will have a free throw on the way. It's brought to you by Expressway Ford Mercury. Zayden back in the game for Evansville Day. Here's the free throw by Mitchell Edwards. Missed it. And Trey Dixon able to get the offensive rebound and keep the possession alive for Carmine. They can kill some more clock. 5:10 to play. Bulldogs lead at 51-41. Edwards and him and Stockton on the same page. Cade was trying to cut back door. Mitchell thought he was going to the corner. Cade slipped in front of the Carmine cheerleaders, and the ball goes out of bounds. Tough break there. 5 minutes to play. Bulldogs lead by 10, 51-41. Wilsey driving, stops, pops, shot, no good. Rebound tipped. Now Driscoll has the rebound. As we'll start to see Carmine want to kill some more clock for the final 4.5 minutes of this one. Holloman penetrates, bounce pass near side to Edwards. Down the near corner they go to Driscoll. He's double teamed, looking over it. Gets it back over to Stockton now. And they give it up top to Edwards. 4.5 to play. Carmine leads it 51-41. Gavin, far corner. Dixon, bounce pass down low to Stockton. One dribble, he goes up, can't hit. And we got a foul on the rebound against Carmine White County. That's Landon Driscoll.
That's him. That's going to be his fourth. He's over the back. Couldn't tell if that was Cade or him.
And again, they don't have the fouls up on the scoreboard. I'm trying to look down. Mr. Jeff Hosick he gives coach a signal for 3 or 4, but don't see anything. I think that's Driscoll's fourth foul. Wilsey tries a three. It won't go, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Ooh, they say last touch by Edwards. I think that was off the hands of Phillips right here in front of us.
Well, we're only 5 feet away from this one.
I was going to say, I mean, not too good at the other end, but if something happens right here in front of us, I can see it pretty well. Wilkerson bounce pass down low to Wilsley. Now it's Kuntz back to Wilsey. Jab step, guarded by Driscoll. Now switched on to by Dixon. Leaves it off for Wilkinson. We got 4 minutes left to play. Carmine leads by 10, 51-41. Over on the far side, now in the far corner, this is Phillips. Pulls up for a deep 2. It won't go, and Dixon grabs the rebound. Kind of feel like Evansville Day has lost their shooting touch for what they had in the first quarter.
Yeah, they started off with a rapid pace, just hitting everything they looked at.
51-41. We approach 3.5 to play here in the ball game. Carmine looking to kill some clock as they lead by 10. Edwards, Holloman gets inside. Floater up from Holloman won't go. Rebound grabbed by Wilkerson as he races the other end. Wilkerson falls down as they call a foul on Trey Dixon, but I'm not sure what more Trey could have done.
That's going to be his. I wish they had the fouls, but that'd be 3 or 4 on him.
Wilkerson just kind of picked up his dribble and fell into Trey, and Trey wasn't really doing anything wrong. Kind of wrong place, wrong time, gets called for the foul. 3:10 to play. 3:18 to play. 51-41 Carmine. Stilts tries to drive that pass, deflected, taken away by Dixon. Up ahead to Edwards. He's into the front court. Edwards puts up a shot, and he's fouled. And it's going to be 2 free throws here for Mitchell Edwards with 3:07 to play. And Carmine leading it 51-41. Reminder, we'll have Lady Bulldog basketball on the air tomorrow night in Albion as they take on Edwards County. That one will be available on WRUL and the WRUL Sports YouTube channel as Edwards hits the first free throw. He's got 12. Second free throw for Edwards. He goes 2 of 2. 13 points for Mitchell. Carmine's lead is 12 at 53-41. 3 minutes left to play. Wilkerson to the front court. Now on the near side, Kuntz has it. Top of the circle. This is stiff. Back over on the far side, Wilkerson directs traffic. He dribbles over to his left in front of the Evansville Day bench. Down the far side, this is Phillips. Looking to get inside. Picks up his dribble. Looks. Gets rid of it now in the hands of Kuntz. Now it's off to Wilkerson. Eagles killing a lot of time. Now just 3.5 to play. Phillips here near corner. Top of the circle, Wilkerson. He thought about a three. Bounce pass down low. Ball poked away and taken away by Cade Stockton. And with 2:20 left to play, Carmi just wanting to kill some more clock as they lead it by 12 at 53-41. Trying to hang on to win number 11. That one taken away, and Phillips up ahead to Wilsey. His shot rejected off the backboard, but they call a goaltend. And Mitchell is now getting up there with his older brother Peyton on most goaltends in a career.
What's that? 5, 6?
53-43. 2:07 to play. Holloman double team in the far corner. He's fouled. And that is foul number 5 against the Eagles. So Carmi will have free throws for the rest of this ball game. .204 left to play, 53-43. First of 2 free throws on the way for Gavin Holloman. First one up and good. Gavin with 19 points. He's had a whale of a game. Why not 2 for 2? 20 points for Gavin Holloman, game high. As Carmel leads it by 12 at 55-43, 2 minutes left to play. Wilsey wants to go baseline, leaves it off for Kuntz. Now back in the near corner to Wilsey. Wilsey pulls up for 3 off a jab step. It won't go. And Edwards grabs the rebound. He clears it out. Just 105 seconds left to play in this one. Driscoll into the front court. That ball is kicked about 20 feet.
And that ball was not good.
Was it wide left?
It was wide right.
Wide right. What was he? I guess aiming for the basket, I guess you could say. All right, 1:39 to go. Carmi up 55-43. Just trying to kill the rest of this clock. Trey Dixon here in the near corner. Now it's off to Driscoll. As Day School still playing defense, just trying to create some steals, but not really fouling yet. And Kevin Wolf is going to call a timeout to talk about just that. Brought to you by Rush Appliance. We'll step aside for a 30-second break here on 97.3 WRUL. All right, 81 seconds left to play in this one. Carmi-White County leading Evansville Day 55-43. Bulldogs had the basketball after a Rush Appliance timeout called by Kevin Wolf. Driscoll gets it into Holloman, who leaves it off for Driscoll, who will take it into the front court. He's double-teamed near midcourt, gets it off to Edwards, now back to Driscoll. He'll float one up, got it, and one. Driscoll found himself open in the lane. Nice touch on the floater. He was fouled by Zayden. And a chance for a three-point play. Driscoll now with 21.
That should put the finishing touches on this game unless something miraculous happens.
Just 72 seconds left to play. Driscoll's free throw, good. Carmi shot very well from the free throw line tonight. 22 points for Driscoll, the game high. 58-43 Carmi. Final minute left to play. Wilsey pulls up, mid-range jumper, short, rebound Driscoll. Up ahead to Edwards, nobody in front. Edwards, ooh, with the dunk. Got some hang time there. Edwards with 15 finishing touches on this one for Carmi-White County as they lead now by 17. Wilsey pulls up for 3, and Stockton comes down with the rebound. 60-43, just 40 seconds left to play. He was jumping like you out there, Travis.
Yep, back in the prime days.
Holloman picks up his dribble as Day School continuing to amp up the defensive pressure, and the ball goes out of bounds with 26 seconds left to play. 60-43 Bulldogs. They're going to improve to 11-3 on the season. Day School will fall to 4-9. Driscoll leaves it off for Edwards. Now on the near side, they go to Holloman with just 20 seconds left. No point for Carmi to put up a shot for the remainder of this one. Gavin dribbles between the circles. Goes left side to Driscoll with 5 seconds. Leaves it in the corner for Holloman. I can't read the clock from here. Now it's 3 seconds. 2-1. And Carmi White County starts off 2024 with a 60-43 win over Evansville Day, as the Bulldogs improve to 11-3 on the season. An impressive win across state lines. 17-point win, 60-43. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. Come back with the Rock Transport postgame show here on 97.3 WRUL. All right, final score, Bulldogs defeat Evansville Day School 60-43. This is the Rock Transport postgame show. Hauling fuel, right, grain, and more to help our community grow. Call 265-3665 for more. Cole Carter being joined by head coach Kevin Wolf. And, Coach, didn't really know what to expect. You guys have about 6 days off, first day back from Christmas break. But the boys came out, played pretty well after the first quarter.
Yeah, we did. It's always, the first game after the EHT is always a little tough. You come from whenever you play well at the EHT, those huge atmospheres that you get in. And then the next game, here we are, non-conference game, Evansville Day School, not a team we're real familiar with, not a big conference game or whatever. So sometimes it takes us a little bit to get going, kind of like tonight. But, hey, credit to them that they've got 2 kids that can flat put the ball in the hole, and they run everything through them, which makes it tough. And their kids made some tough shots tonight. First time we've seen a zone like that, too, all year. We haven't seen much zone. Teams usually don't play us a lot of zone with the way we have 3 guys that can really shoot it. But they kind of gave us some problems. But once we got the ball where we needed to get to on time, we had some guys making some plays, and we're able to come out of here with the victory.
Talk about them, I'm sure it was nice not having a game plan for Tyler Myers for the first time in 20 years, it feels like. But you mentioned they have a couple of kids. The Wilsey kid can score, and I didn't think you guys did a bad job on them. They just hit some shots.
Yeah, we only gave up 43 points, but 21 of those I think were 16 was in the first quarter.
Yeah.
They just felt like they made everything, but I knew the guys would respond and continue to guard. They really did make some tough shots. That's a jump shooting team. I don't know how many buckets they had at the rim. Everything they made was a jump shot, and they were able to connect on some. But I think once we got going, our defense led to offense a little bit tonight. We got out in transition some more than we had. Just a good game. Now we got another time off here before we play at Edwards County on Tuesday. So another little unique little stretch we have here, but that's okay. Guys will be ready Tuesday.
You mentioned the defense. You could tell earlier they wanted to get up and down, fast-paced, but I thought after the first quarter, you guys slowed them down and didn't let them get those quick shots off. That made a big difference.
Well, we guarded and rebounded better, and they missed some shots. And then we, on offense, we made some shots, which helped them from getting out and running. So we got the ball where we needed to. We got the ball around the bucket some. Landon and Mitchell really got the ball inside the paint. They were strong off 2 feet, which we talk about a lot. Gavin was big early, too. He kind of kept us going, hitting some big threes. That was what he's starting to get some steals now. We talked to Gavin a lot about he's so athletic. We need more steals out of him. We don't want him gambling, but he's quick enough and has good hand-eye coordination to get some tips and some runouts that he did. So just proud of the guys all the way around. I thought Trey and Cade inside rebounded well, did what we asked of them. So just a good win on the road. Like I said, not a conference game, unique scenario here, so it was good.
So me and Travis, talking on the way here, I talked to you earlier today. I thought after the Norris City game last week, start with the AJ game, then Heron, then Harrisburg, I think this team's kind of made a turn in the right direction.
I think so too.
What do you think's been the difference in the last 7 days?
Well, I think they're just getting comfortable in their roles, and guys are sharing the basketball, and it's just whenever a guy gets going, they're looking for him, and nobody's really taking too many terrible shots right now. Like I said, just getting the ball where we need to get to, and our defense has gotten better. We're starting to play more complementary defense, helping the guys that need help, because it's hard for Landon and Mitchell a little bit tonight and Gavin to guard these guys. So other guys have to be there and help position, and we're just getting better at that. And I think our confidence is growing a little bit too. I think early on in the year, coming off the year last year, I think sometimes kids think, well, we're just going to do that again. And I think now they understand that it takes some hard work and it takes some discipline. But now I think they're getting a little more confident. We got a stretch of games coming that are going to be tough. Edwards County's playing better. Then we have Fairfield at home, which is good. Then our CIT, we just get back into the conference then. So liking what we're doing right now, but we have to continue to get better.
You mentioned Edwards County next Tuesday. What do we know about them?
They're good. They got, Grimes, the Rhodes. I feel like a Rhodes kid has been at Edwards County for as long as I can remember. And he's a good player. They got the 2 sophomores, Duncan and Cash Connor. Little point guard is pretty good. They're not bad. They played well at the EHT. So we're gonna have to bring in our best effort. And we always go up there. I mean, I think last year we went by 10 up there or something. Yeah. It wasn't. It's just these road games midweek are hard. And kids, whenever we're at home and our dog pound and our fans are going crazy, it's easy to get juiced up, like I say. But when you have a bus ride and you're on the road and their fans are going, and sometimes it takes our team a little bit of time to get going. And we work on that. We talk a lot about that. But that's just the nature of the beast. So we're going to have to be ready to go.
All right, Coach, how about those Michigan Wolverines?
I mean, how about that game? And the Rose Bowl is just so special. The mountains, the grass, it's just taking down Alabama. I mean, this team has really played well, and excited to watch them get on Monday.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thanks.
Bulldogs win it 60-43 over Evansville Day. They improved to 11-3 on the season. Real quick, Travis, team stats.
Carmi from 2-point field goal range shot 19 of 29 for 65%, 4 of 14 for 29% from 3, and 10 of 14 for 71% from the line. Evansville Day shot 6 of 19 from 2 for 32%, 9 of 23 for 39% from 3, 4 of 5 for 80% from the line. Carmi had 7 offensive, 21 defensive rebounds, and 9 turnovers. Day School had 2 offensive, 10 defensive rebounds, and 11 turnovers.
The player of the game is highlighted by First Mid Bank and Trust. We need a partner you can bank on. Count on the great folks at First Mid Bank and Trust in Carmi. You take your pick. You get Driscoll with 22, Edwards with 15, Holloman with 20. Also got 3 points from Cade Stockton. But, I'd say all 3 of those guys together, Travis, that's kind of what Carmi needs. That kind of output from all 3 of those guys the rest of the season.
Yeah, if they can get that type of production from those 3, it's going to be tough to beat. Like any team's going to have a tough time to beat Carmi with those 3, getting, 15 to 20 points apiece. And they all did a great job tonight. And it really was impressive just how they dominated the paint from the word go. They were normally Carmi's more of a jump shooting team, relies a lot on the 3-pointers, but those 3 got inside and wreaked havoc.
So as we heard Coach Wolf say, looks like Friday's game not going to be played. Don't know to the extent of that, if it will be made up or not. We'll try to find out more as we go throughout the evening. But Bulldogs will play again next Tuesday at Edwards County. They'll have some time off. So our next broadcast will be tomorrow night as the Lady Bulldogs travel to Albion to take on Edwards County. That's going to wrap things up for us over here in Evansville. Travis, where are we going to eat?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's going to be a car ride thing, so
okay.
Get to the car.
Let's see what we're filming out the car. Big thanks to Halo Wickman back at the WRUL studio. For Travis Black, I'm Cole Carter. Thanks for listening to Bulldog Basketball on 97.3 WRUL.